everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Mix. Now, I'm only 2 miles away from the happiest place on earth, the home of Peter Pan, Mickey Mouse, and the enchanted Alice in Wonderland. And right now, I'm actually feeling a little bit like Alice because I've managed to track down a very elusive rabbit. Let's go mix up some cocktails at the secret Speakeasy bar, Blind Rabbit.
The Blind Rabbit is a 1920s themed speakeasy. If you're not familiar with speakeasies, it was during the time of Prohibition when alcohol was illegal and bars were hidden throughout. So what we do here is it's all craft cocktails. Every single morning someone comes in and they hand cut all of our ice. We juice all of our juices fresh every single day. We make our own flavors, infuse our own botanicals into gins to make our own gin flavors, just whatever we can do to kind of be as artisan as possible. Reservations are a little tricky. We don't have a phone. What we would have to do is just go on to our website and make reservations. It's also through Yelp and Facebook.
So our rules and regulations are put in place to make sure that everyone has a great experience here too. So we try to keep everyone here for an hour and a half to make sure that everyone gets to spend a certain amount of time here that we think is a good experience for them before we pass the seats on to the next people. We designed the space so that it was kind of hidden in plain sight so people wouldn't really know. Next to us is our restaurant Rolling Boil, so we serve a lot of different types of sake there. So we created this big sake wall with a hidden door that guests can come in from. And our exit is a bookshelf inside, but from the outside, it all looks like old school whiskey crates.
When someone wants to look for the Blind Rabbit, we always tell them to look for the Black Rabbit handle. We definitely don't want to give it away because it's a part of the full experience in finding the place, but that's the only clue that we can give you. Look for the Black Rabbit handle.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the Blind Rabbit.
Oh, you found it. We're right here.
Oh my God, finally. You don't know how long I've been looking around for this.
Well, that's amazing. So did you have a reservation with us tonight?
I do, Tamee Harrison.
Oh, perfect. Hold on one sec. Great. Actually, the rest of your party's already inside. Just a few things I need to let you know before you enter. It is a 90-minute time frame on your reservation, and when you're ready to exit, it's going to be straight down this pathway to your left through the booking.
You got it.
All right, follow me.
Thank you. All right, everyone, I'm officially in. I have made it into the Blind Rabbit, and this is Lynette, and we are going to make a phenomenal cocktail for me. What is it called?
We're gonna make for you today a cocktail called the Debbie Does Gibson.
Debbie Does Gibson. I love it. What is it?
It's for those who like savory cocktails, kind of like a dirty martini.
Like it?
And a classic gin Gibson.
Yep.
But here we put a little twist on it. We use house-made pickle juice.
Ooh, okay, so let's get to it.
First off, I use a little bit of pink peppercorn tincture.
Okay.
We take a bunch of pink peppercorns and I put it into a CO2 charger and it instantly infuses it into any spirit you want. Next is a dash of celery bitters.
Celery bitters. Do you make your bitters here as well?
Some of them we do, yes.
Okay.
Next would be some botanical gin.
Gin, always a fave. And I notice you're not actually making it in the classic shaker.
No, we stir our martinis here. Some beautiful ice.
So basically I can't say dirty martini shaken, not stirred, right? Not this case.
Not in this case, no.
James Bond will not be coming here, unfortunately. Not for this drink, anyway. Damn it.
Next would be our house-made pickle juice.
Again, house-made, love it.
I grow a lot of the herbs and spices in my garden, and I use it to make fresh pickle juice.
Nice. I cannot wait to taste this.
You stir it a little bit.
Stir it around.
Sit around 30, 40 rotations.
And then does this go into a specific glass?
It does. It goes into this beautiful coupe glass right here.
Coupe glass. Strain it good.
Strain it nice and good. And then we also have for garnish a house-made pickled red onion that I grow myself.
Ooh.
Cheers.
All right, cheers. Debbie Does Gibson. Bottoms up. Ooh, this is good. Strong and nice and pickly. Actually, I'm gonna eat the onion too. I could just eat the onion, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Our food is definitely a beautiful accent to our cocktails. The most popular being the duck confit mac and cheese, which is duck cooked in its own fat with a 3-cheese bechamel sauce drizzled with truffle oil.
And our food rotates just as often as our cocktails do. Hero's doing an amazing job with our menu, and he's cranking night and day out there for us. But we have a roasted bone marrow that's amazing. Our burger, and we try to swap those out one time, and there was like uproar. It was like Frankenstein's monster. Like people were beating down the door, so we had to bring them back.
We collaborate a lot with downstairs, and especially with this coming up season, their theme is like night at the movies. So it's kind of concession stand. So we look at their cocktails, kind of do like a little play on concession food there, and put a little twist on the menu for there.
When you're watching Netflix, you'll see if you like this movie, they have recommendations for you. So we're gonna do something a little fun with our menu and put, if you like a Manhattan, you'll enjoy these cocktails. If you like an old fashioned, you'll enjoy these cocktails.
All right, guys, I am now here with Andrew.
So I'm going to start off with the Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. That is going to start off with an ounce of pisco.
Okay, what exactly is pisco?
Pisco is a grape distilled spirit from Peru. There are 8 different varietals of grape that can be distilled into a pisco. This one is going to be a quebranta, so it's going to be a nice dry, crisp, slightly spicy grape. We also have an ounce of gin. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of Demerara simple syrup. And
The sweetness.
we've also got a little bit of lime juice, pineapple juice. Next, we're going to take a bunch of mint, basil, rosemary, and thyme. We're going to give that a good slap.
Good smacking.
Wakes everything up in there. We're going to do a nice healthy dash of celery bitters.
I'm assuming this whole thing goes in through a strainer or something because this can't
Yeah,
be.
it's the whole garden in there.
I mean, you could eat the basil, I suppose, with the
Absolutely.
drink. Why not?
It's a salad and a
Yeah.
cocktail. We also put a little bit of vanilla in there. We're going to get ready to shake that.
That was just amazing to watch. Just that alone is worth making this drink over and over again, really, to be honest.
We're going to take a nice big rock and throw it in there.
Is this the glass and the rock that they make old fashions with, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my stuff.
We've got a
Sieve,
double strainer, so we get all of those
bits
little
and bobs.
chunks out. It's a very herbaceous drink.
I can't wait. Oh, another smack.
Just to wake it all up. And this is a little bit of green chartreuse.
Okay,
We're
what is
just
that?
gonna
What is that?
drizzle on there. Green chartreuse is a really fun spirit from France. But this is Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Okay, here goes. This is really good. Sweet, sour, spicy, gardeny, good, evil. Everything's in here, so I'm just gonna disappear with this drink. Thank you, Andrew.
Absolutely.
What are we making?
So this one's a creation of my own. This is called The Boy from Detroit.
The Boy from Detroit.
So what we did that was a little bit unique and what we found really exciting, we took a light roast coffee and we infused it into Campari.
Like it already? Okay.
Adds a nice little flavor to it. So we're gonna do 1 ounce of that.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice strong coffee taste.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do a Sicilian Amaro called a Verna, which makes it a nice dark.
All right.
All right. And then we're gonna do a little bit of bourbon.
A little bit of bourbon.
Nice 4 Roses Yellow Label bourbon, gives a good mapley taste to it.
Okay. This is easy.
I know. 6 drops of
Vanilla.
vanilla. We call it Nilla. but
Nilla.
yes, vanilla. We make our own vanilla with a little bit of Everclear and
6.
some vanilla beans.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just in case.
And then chocolate moly bitters that we also make.
Chocolate moly.
I shouldn't say us. Andrew makes.
Us. There's no I in team.
There you are.
How many?
Yeah, that's many.
One more. One more.
Perfect.
Just for
All right.
good faith.
And we're gonna do another nice stir.
You know what? You can do that.
Oh, thank you
This
so
is
much.
Team. You can do the difficult part.
No, it's teamwork is what's gotten us this far. I
Yeah,
imagine
see?
will get us just as far. And then would you like to stir?
Absolutely.
There you go. Have at it, my dear.
The back of my spoon is rotating around the glass, everybody. That's very important when I'm stirring this.
That's highly critical.
That proves that you're an actual professional.
All right, and now because this one's a little bit unique, what I like to do is we're gonna go ahead and pour it into the glass.
Do I need to strain it?
Yes, please strain it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna smoke the whole glass, everything, inside this beautiful cake presenter thing that you see from Beauty and the Beast. Like there should be a rose floating in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
All right, so you're gonna take this and set it inside.
All right, anywhere or just here?
That's perfect, right there's great. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some fire, because we like fire here.
Smoke machine. Okay, what is happening now? Obviously smoke is going in there. Why would we need this?
It's adding a little bit of a nose to the glass. So you should be able to drink a cocktail visually. You should also, the second step should be the nose. Where
Like how you eat food, you eat with your eyes as well, like presentation and...
So here, this is presentation, right? You're sitting here at the bar, you see this thing full of smoke, you smell the cinnamon that's in there, and then so now it's just filled the entire room, right? And then it settles on top of there. We're gonna get a nice little bit of clear ice for it because we want a nice little dilution. And then we're just gonna get that smoke wafting up. You can see the smoke settling inside the glass, and then we'll just serve it just like that.
Oh yeah, you smell the smokiness. It's actually funny how intense that gets in such a small amount of time.
Yeah, and a small fun fact, cinnamon is considered an aphrodisiac for men.
Is it? Want a sip?
I don't
Want
know
to take a sip? This is really good. You taste the coffee?
And the vanilla, yeah. We really enjoy cocktails with layers to them, so that it's just, you've got the coffee and the chocolate.
Well, I'm a coffee addict. I absolutely love chocolate. Cheers, everybody. This is absolutely phenomenal. The name of this is Boy from Detroit, and it's phenomenal.
I'm glad you dig it.
Thank you very much for this. Cheers, everybody. Bottoms up.
One of our more popular cocktails right now is a cocktail called the Wait For It. It's actually a mixed drink. The show itself just brings the house down.
So the next cocktail we're going to do is called Wait For It. This is a slightly fiery cocktail, literally not taste-wise, but it starts off with 2 ounces of freshly squeezed pineapple juice. We've got 2 ounces of aged rum. We're gonna do an ounce of lime juice and an ounce of simple syrup. Nice and viscous, so pour slow. Then we've got a little bit of vanilla. And we're gonna do what's called a whip shake on this. So we're gonna take just a couple of ice cubes that are nice and big, and we're gonna shake that until they are completely gone. Nice and frothy. Next we're gonna get our tray set up with a little bit of 151 proof rum on the tray and in the glass. And now comes the fun part. So a little bit of cinnamon in there makes nice and sparkly. Don't try this at home. This is not safe at all. And the glass is hot, so you have to wait for it. And unfortunately, my dear, your time's up for tonight, but thank you so much for coming into the Blind Rabbit with us today. Chug a lug.
There you go. Chug it.
All right, so where do I go? This way?
We'll come out right this way. I can show you the secret
All right,
exit.
see you later, guys. Bye. Cheerio. All right, you guys, that is a wrap at the Blind Rabbit. I had so much fun, and clearly the key to a fantastic place is great signature cocktails. Now, the next place that we're going to go to, you need the right key to even get a cocktail. Let's go check out Lock and Key. So during the Prohibition era of the 1920s and 30s, illicit drinking establishments called speakeasies were really popular throughout the US. And normally they were hidden in basements or secret rooms and you needed a password, or you needed to know the whereabouts of the secret hidden door to gain entrance. Now in Los Angeles, Koreatown, there is a very dapper speakeasy. It's actually not that hard to find, it's just not that easy to get in. So let's check out Lock and Key.
Oh, this key. That probably doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, clearly this might take a little bit longer than I suspected. Nope. Why don't you guys go inside in the meantime and I will figure this out, how to get inside, and hopefully I'll be in a minute. Probably not, clearly.
So Lock and Key is Koreatown's first craft cocktail speakeasy bar. We opened in 2012. Came and just wanted to bring something new to Koreatown. Something that provided a wide range of whiskey, a wide range of spirits, some amazing craft cocktails, just something that wasn't being done in Koreatown. And we tried to bundle all that up into a small building on 3rd and Vermont and give Koreatown a new experience. A lot of the bars in Koreatown were speakeasies by default, in the sense that if you didn't speak Korean or you didn't know the kind of secret password to get in, or the back door was the only way I actually get into a karaoke bar after 2 a.m. So I thought about, kind of doing the same thing in Koreatown, but not because of the trend of a speakeasy, because I felt like it paid homage to what Koreatown is really about. Getting into Lock and Key, it can be a little bit difficult, but when you arrive, you're greeted by a friendly doorman. You enter into what we call the lock room. So it's a room filled with probably about 400 or 500 antique doorknobs, locks, and lock plates, and you literally have to feel out and find your way. If you're taking too long, the doorman will be very gracious and give you the hot or cold routine. You're getting a little bit warmer, you're very cold, to get you right in the door. But once you step inside, what we try to do is give you an experience that's transporting you away from where you just came from, which is a busy hustle bustle street corner into a kind of classic era themed cocktail bar.
Ha! Nope. Oh, bingo! Here we go. Finally in. See you inside.
So Lynn, I'm finally here, found the right key, I found the right lock, finally found you, and now I'm finally ready for a really great cocktail.
All right, I'm gonna teach you a really cool one. Simple
right.
enough ingredients. You might be a little nervous because it's gonna be a stirred cocktail. So we're gonna do it in a mixing glass and
So
not the
none
tin.
of this stuff.
Yeah, no shaking today.
No shaking.
So it's very, very cool. Old Money, play on the name Old Fashioned, but we make it with scotch and a couple of other cool ingredients. So first things first is gonna be Angostura bitters.
Okay.
So you're gonna do 2 dashes of that.
2 dashes?
Yeah.
1. Oh, is that kind of 2?
That's good, yeah. There we go, yeah. And next ingredient, we're gonna do a bar spoon of our fresh ginger juice. I'm gonna give you this gorgeous copper spoon.
Could have just done another dash.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put this over here. Good.
Perfect. That's good, yeah.
This is gonna be a strong one.
It is.
That's what I
Definitely
need.
gonna be a strong one.
It
Yeah.
took me a day and a half to find the right lock and key in here.
You'd be amazed by how many people we hear yelling and they're like, oh, I found it!
I'm actually not amazed. That was pretty much me about 20 minutes ago.
So you're gonna grab this secondary jigger. So we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of Demerara.
So that's the first line in the middle here?
Yeah, that's gonna be how we're sweetening this cocktail. So we're gonna do 1/2.
Demerara. What is Demerara?
So Demerara is a darker, more full-bodied sugar. We like to use this because we're using scotch. So scotch is gonna be more potent in flavor than
So it
a
blends
bourbon.
better, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 2 ounces of the blended scotch.
To the brim, right?
Yeah, straight to the brim. You can just dump it right on in.
So this is going to be like the main base now. of
Yeah,
this,
so this
correct?
is a scotch-based cocktail. So now we're ready for the ice. So if you take a hefty scoop,
All right.
and you just want to pour it on in.
perfect measurement, if I may say so myself.
Yes. What you're gonna do when you stir a cocktail, the idea is that you're trying to push the ice around in a circular motion.
How many times am I swiveling this around now?
So you're trying to mix it for about 30 seconds because you want to give enough dilution and to chill the cocktail without overly diluting it. You don't want it to be too watery.
Okay.
Nice. So you're gonna grab the mint julep strainer.
All right.
And we're gonna grab the round rocks glass on your left.
Round rocks glass.
And we're gonna use this really cool sphere ice, actually, right there. Yeah.
Okay.
So this has less surface space than even a large chunk of ice. So it's
Like
gonna,
for the old fashions, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna dilute, as you drink, your ice is gonna melt. You want something like this so it doesn't over dilute the drink as you're sipping.
That. I'll just pour that yummy goodness in here.
That is awesome. So
Okay.
this is extracted actually from the skin of fruit. So this is very flammable. We're gonna spray this
Hence
over
the
a match.
danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
The point of doing it for the cocktail though is that it gives this really, really great caramelized scent. So when you take a sip of the drink, you're gonna get this warmth and this citrus on top of it. I'm gonna hold the match here.
Smells good. Well, this is great to
See,
drink as well.
yeah, it really is.
How about you hold the match and I spray?
Okay, so you
With
just spray it
teamwork,
out that way.
Spray it out that way.
Yep. And another one. And there we go. And now we're gonna do just the last little bit. We're gonna do just a peel of orange.
Okay.
And you wanna make sure you get perfect.
How much?
Peel
Like
it
that?
off to the side. Yeah, that's a beautiful peel. So you're gonna face the skin
Okay.
into the cocktail, squeeze this way, and just rub it on the brim, and then plop it on in.
Squeeze. Do the
There we
brim.
go.
And then just pop it on top.
Yeah. Let's see.
Smells delicious. Ooh, yeah. Actually got a bit of like a smoky taste to it.
Yeah, and that's coming from, you know, the caramelization, using the flame. It gives it this really great complementary smokiness to scotch, which typically is going to be smoky as well.
Cheers, everybody. Old money, right?
Yeah.
Old money.
So we're not just a cocktail bar, we are also what I say is a little bit of an elevated gastropub. We have everything from a chicken banh mi sandwich, which is inspired through our venue in Vietnam. We have an amazing fried chicken sandwich that is to die for. It's tempura battered. We have a crazy smorgasbord with locally sourced cheese and meat. And then we also have the decadent and most amazing, and probably our most famous, deep fried PB&J. We make a homemade peanut butter. We also make a homemade jam. Put those two together, drop it in the fryer, and I think it's a little bit of heaven. When we started Lock and Key, we had this great kitchen window that was right onto Vermont, led out onto a bus stop that has about 3,000 passengers on and off per day. So I wanted to do a food component that served not only inside Lock and Key, but provide great food for the people that were just standing outside. So for Lock and Key entertainment, you can come here on a Tuesday night, you can see a 3-piece jazz band. You can come here on a Tuesday night and see a 3-piece jazz band who does hip hop covers. You can come here on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you're gonna get a very DJ-driven performance. You know, a lot of business owners will say you can't be everything to everyone, but in the creative space, we do try to be that.
So at Lock and Key, we do a wide variety of cocktails. Something that's been popping up a lot lately in the craft cocktail world are tiki drinks. So we wanted to do something to add to that movement and give a little bit of a variety. So if you come here and you're looking for something a little more tropical, this is the drink for you.
Fun.
Yeah.
These tiki mugs are actually custom to house as well, where when you buy the cocktail, you can actually take the tiki mug home with you. They are made in Vietnam, which is where our sister bar is located, which is called Skylight in Nha Trang. To start this cocktail, we're gonna need a healthy pinch of mint. We're gonna tear it in half and smack it hard. Drop it into there. I'm gonna take a piece of fresh pineapple, about a 1x1 cube square. We're gonna add 2 healthy dashes of falernum bitters, 2 healthy dashes of Angostura bitters. The next step is we're going to take about a bar spoon of fresh squeezed ginger juice with a 1/2 ounce of Demerara brown cane sugar.
So you want to blend all the ingredients together. Since the pineapple was thrown in and it was a big chunk, you want to break it up because shaking won't do enough to get the flavor and the fibers out.
So our next step, we're gonna go to our juices. We're gonna need 3/4 ounces of fresh squeezed lime juice. Everything always fresh squeezed. 1 ounce of fresh squeezed orange juice. Next is 1 ounce of fresh pineapple juice. Then we're gonna do 1 ounce of falernum liqueur.
Falernum is actually a liqueur. Complements tropical tiki drinks really well because of the herbaceous sweetness to it. It gives you that cool, complex layers in our cocktails.
Then we move on to the rum. So we have the Smith & Cross Jamaican rum. It's a little bit of a higher proof, more full-bodied rum.
And with tiki-style drinks, you're getting so many fruits and other flavors that you typically want to use a higher proof rum so it stands up because you still want to taste it.
Yes. All right, and finally, we move on to the main ingredient, which is Zaya Grand Reserve. This rum in particular is a combination of 12 hand-selected aged rums that are blended together.
A lot of booze.
A lot of booze, just the way we like it. All right, baby, add some ice, shake that up.
All right. You always want to give a good hard shake whenever you have ingredients like fruit or vegetation at all. You want to make sure it's really, really mixed in.
Plus, the water content in the tiki drinks is usually a big addition to the drink because it actually helps create the flavor and the mixing of the ingredients.
You always know when it's done when you get a little nice froth on the tins. That's a very easy way to tell. Give it a slap, the seal will pull off really quickly.
We're gonna double strain our cocktail into the tiki mug over the 3/4 of ice.
There's so many things that went into this cocktail. You definitely want to double strain. When you muddle pineapple, there's going to be a lot of fiber and there's going to be bits of mint. So you want to make it as easy as possible for your guests to drink without having to nibble at whatever's stuck in their teeth.
No nibbles in this one, just smooth straight down. We're gonna take some pebble ice and we're gonna pack the top. So now let's move on to the garnishes. There's a ton of garnishes on this one, just as in many different tiki drinks. Grab a fresh cut piece of pineapple, some refined sugar. We're actually gonna brulee this piece of pineapple, so I'm gonna use refined sugar. I'm gonna coat it a little bit. And we're gonna grab our blowtorch.
We like fire at this bar.
We love fire at this bar. And we're going to lightly caramelize the sugar. As soon as it starts to bubble, you know that it's gonna brown and then it'll harden like a brulee, like a creme brulee. Now we're gonna take a skewer and grab one of our Luxardo Italian maraschino cherries. Stab it through the pineapple. Careful, it's hot. Now if you wanna grab a nice mint sprig, smack it a little, release those oils again so you get it on your nose. I chose to pick an orchid as the edible flower for this garnish. Bright purple, beautiful, edible. Nothing stands out like an orchid, right? Come get one of your own custom Vietnam tiki glasses with our personal stamps on them.
And you can take it home and we won't even yell at you for taking the cup.
Yep, we'll even rinse it out for you before you leave.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
All right, you guys, once again, had a fantastic time here. So I had a lot of cocktails, I admit, and a little bit snackish, so I think I'm gonna pop next door to the lockbox for a sandwich. We will see each other next time on Mix. I'm Tamee Harrison, cheerio.